It's a brand new day.
My name is Wendi McLendon-Covey, and Tyler would maybe recognize me from the Goldbergs or Bridesmaids or Reno 911. So today we are at the world-famous Groundling Theater in Los Angeles. I got my start here, so obviously there's a lot of emotions here, life-changing moments here, and I owe this place a lot. This is unusual in that I cannot control this in any way. So yeah, I do kind of feel like I'm in free fall right now.
Hello, I'm Tyler. How are you?
Wendi.
Oh, good to meet you, Wendi.
Please come in. This is a very special place to me. It's a theater that I've spent a lot of time and kind of launched my career. So, oh, there's me playing a sushi buffet.
Fabulous.
There's me watching Melissa McCarthy
Eat some
stuff.
Yes.
I do have a lot of questions that my family have legitimately never talked about. For my peace of mind, I need to put to rest.
So, do you have any objects today?
Yes, I have my meditation stone.
Awesome.
It's dear to me and kind of holds a lot of my emotions in it. It's rose quartz.
Beautiful.
And so I'm hoping that my questions sort of transmit.
One sec. Okay. They're bringing me to a family thing, and there's very different energy. Like, there's some energy I really like, and then there's some energy that I can tell was a lot more traumatic in the way that it comes through. From your mom's side, like any questions that you might have about anybody or anything along those lines?
Yes, there is a big question on mom's side.
Gotcha. There's an aspect that comes through with this that I would describe as basically feeling unresolved. It's their way of saying, like, hey, I have a message, something about my passing wasn't right, and I need to come forward and bring it up. But I feel like I do have to talk about males in the family. This man is kind of the one that I feel like I initially have to tune into.
Yeah.
Do you know of a passing happening where we weren't able to, like, get the details from the person who died, but we found this out, like, later in life?
Everything you're saying, I don't think has been resolved for anyone in the family, and so there is a hole there.
Gotcha. Would he have a connection to your mother?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to think how to word this. It almost comes through as like an apology towards your mother. There's something about a passing and knowing that a passing would look a certain way, but it's due to something else. Does that make sense in what you know? Okay.
Yeah. I don't have to say a name, do I?
No, absolutely not.
It's, it would have been an uncle.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. When it comes through with uncle, there's a feeling of something being over the course of years.
Yeah.
Not just like something someone does. It's the way someone is.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
There's something about like trying to mask it, but towards the end, not very well.
Yeah.
And the feeling is I'm kind of dealing with depression. If anything, I feel like this person probably did a pretty good job in some context of hiding what was going on. The feeling is, I'm not sharing this with people, so. I know it's sensitive, and I want to be as careful as I can with it.
You don't have to sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
If you see something, I can handle it.
Yeah.
I can handle it, so.
In a reading, symbolically, when people go like that, they're placing some form of accountability externally. When they go like that, they're placing accountability internally. He's doing this to me.
Okay.
So this is very much on me, is the way it's being put. So that's the tricky part.
So we're talking about a suicide.
Right. After that happened, do you feel family got closer, or do you feel that they kind of separated?
I think it blew a hole in the family. We were told so many different stories about how he passed.
Right.
We were told, well, it was an accident, or it was a drug overdose, or no, it wasn't. Okay.
Yeah.
As the years go by, they talk about it less and less.
I want to kind of figure out why. Obviously, that's a huge question people have. But as far as his passing goes, where did he pass away?
It would have been at school.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So in the way this comes through, they're basically kind of, for some reason, having me talk about where I pass, I feel more comfortable being who I am. And it's just, it's like a whole lot of shame, secrecy, not being honest with family, compartmentalizing, almost like living a double life is kind of the way I would describe it. Like, I'm one way now, other way here. Honestly, shame is the big thing with this. Talked about his love life. He had hopes for...
Go back to his love life.
Well, he went to his love life. The thing is when we go to his love life, he's having me talk about showing me up and down, and that always indicates tumultuousness, breakups, bad, like, not working out, feeling of like, I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life. It's kind of the way it feels.
There's one definitive word I'm waiting to hear.
Right.
And then that would solve everything.
Saying one thing, doing another, trying to keep mom in the loop, but not being able to be completely honest. I mean, it's kind of speaks for itself there. It's Could he have been a gay man?
That's what I'm waiting for him to come right out and say. So that is correct. All I knew was that it was the late 60s and you just didn't come out.
Yeah. It's a lot to process.
Yeah, that makes me want to go out and fight. You know, no one should have to feel that way. God. Do you have any Kleenexes? I get ugly. I'm sorry.
He just was trying to make people happy.
Yes.
Is how it feels. And he didn't want people to judge him because there is a sincere love that he had for his family.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, you know, if they feel isolated by their family, they're like, oh, well, whatever, I'm gonna go on and do my own thing, be who I am.
Right.
I feel like he had a very deep respect for family and a deep, deep need for their approval that he probably just never fully felt that he got.
He killed himself because he was gay and didn't fit in, and no one knew what to do with that. Just recently, my in-laws found out that my mother even had a brother.
Wow.
So that's weird to me that someone has just kind of faded away. So why is that? And why won't anybody talk about it?
Yeah, I think shame is just such a powerful emotion, and people are afraid, especially when people take their own life, that they have accountability or that they could have done something different, and it just all gets translated to silence. And I'm just trying to move on, and I think everyone copes in their own way, and especially when something's so sudden, that grief can really be extreme. So.
Yeah.
Your mother's brother, like, there's just such an insistence on that dynamic. If mom is still holding on to guilt, there's just basically this way of just wanting it to be let go.
Yeah. My family is not going to be pleased that I did this. And, but I got to think what's going to help. What's going to help more people, me not telling this story or me telling this story. Because no one should have to go through that. The word gay has never been mentioned for my family. That's something I connected the dots. Now all the pieces kind of fall into place.
I'm glad. You know, it's one of those things I always say, reading isn't a cure for grief, but it can help us leave with a deeper sense of perspective and being able to put certain things to rest. You know, he's at peace with it, and he wants the rest of family to be at peace with it. He's no longer ashamed. That's one of the big messages. Like, we may not have all the answers, but at least now, hopefully you know that his soul has found a deeper sense of peace just for being able to be open finally. That's big.
Big deal.
Yes.
Very big deal. I can't stress it enough how grateful I am that I got to do this, that I learned what I learned.
Give it to you. There you go.
Thank you.
I signed it at the bottom.
I feel like I have come down the mountain in an avalanche. It's a lot. This is no joke. I don't know how Tyler does this on a day-to-day basis.
When shame comes through, it really comes through as an emotion, but also a visual. I get a feeling of shame almost as a recollected memory, and then the visual of it is oftentimes of a thumb going down. So I know that's kind of weird, but that's shame to me.
He has a gift. He's the real deal.
Her name was Wendi, and she was from the film Bridesmaids. The crack a sheet.
I love her.
Yes.
Oh, she's a comedian. She is hilarious.
Isn't she was so funny. But yeah, I mean, her uncle passed away, and a lot of this was due to his feelings about being gay and not being accepted. And shame was such a huge part of that family. And it just made me think about how lucky I am to have been supported through coming out. I think it just speaks to the importance of talking about things no matter how hard they are.
Right.
Talk them out. Say what needs to be said.
Right.
Maybe the hardest conversation you'll ever have, but you need to have it.